Hello, me love. How wanna do today? Me there. We don't know me there, me there, me there. So today I want to talk about a little subject that it takes some special people to understand it. It going to take some special people to understand it. And when me talk about special, I talk about the God sent special one them. So if you are one of those people, that one here for you. All right. So have you ever wondered what it would be like to grow up without a family? Or maybe it never even crossed your mind. Lord, me dear. So one time, and when you hear me talk about the one time, you know say a story me I come with, not true. Me kind of love the story them bring across the point, So me dear, when I was in my early 20s, I mean I tell you my age go. So there was my sister used to run a daycare. Some I wanna know too. And one lady come there, you see, one morning and carry one nice little black girl come there. And when time come to lock up, she not show up. So my sister decides, say, maybe something can happen, make she be the good Samaritan that she is, and she go and keep the child overnight, and just maybe the mama will show up tomorrow. So she carry home the baby, me dear, and for making catch a fire. Lord Jesus. So me now so happy that this little girl come home. Anyway, next day come, she go back at daycare with the picnic. Mama not show up, can't hear from mama. Carry back home the picnic. Lord, me excited so till me don't know what to do with myself. Instead of me feel sorry for the child now, say the child, nobody no business with her. Me glad say nobody no business with her because me ready to take her. So me give her name Princess. And I tell you, say I fall in love with that little girl. And me go to the store, me buy one whole little something, and me I take care of the little girl. She go at daycare at daytime, she come back at morning at night time, and me take care of this little girl, and me have her for about a whole week before nobody show up. And then next thing you know, now the father show up now, he figure out which part the child is, because apparently is Montego Bay them come from, and where they are St. Elizabeth. And the father say he coming to get her, and he come back, and he take the picnic. Lord Jesus, my heart was broken. But anyway, me kind of did glad say the little girl get to reunite with the father. And from that day, my heart was dead set on this little thing here we may go talk to you about. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, over 400,000 children are currently in the foster care system, and over 120-something thousand of those are waiting for adoption. No child should never, ever, ever be alone. Adoption is not for everybody, but it's an option. It's an option for those who God has blessed with a heart of gold. So today I want to talk about some of the failures of the foster system, and some of the benefits that you will get if you choose to be an adoptive parent. So the foster care system is insufficient. I totally believe that it is insufficient. Some children are moved from one unsafe situation to another unsafe situation, and some of the foster parents, and we're not going to, with glad so decide to take in some of these children inside our home. But I am speaking to the ones now who really do it for the wrong reason. The monetary pull is greater than the golden heart thing where we just talked about a while ago. And so what happened is that because there is an incentive, a monetary incentive, some people just decide that they are going to do it, not for the love of it, but just for an income. And boy, I tell you, some of these children are used as companions, unfortunately. Instead of enjoying their childhood, these children go through a lot in the foster care system. Wow. They are often allowed to age out. Some of them age out, and they're without any safety net, without any transitional support. And so what happens is that they end up as unprepared adults, and a whole lot of times a burden to the system. Our children need you. They do. Fortunately, you can do something about it. Adopt a child, man. They need your support. If every family represented in this America here alone, or even in Jamaica, because I know I don't have the statistics for Jamaica, but I know that there are tons and tons of children that are on the streets, and we're going to talk about the children on the streets in another video. Many of the problems that we face now would be totally non-existent if there were responsible families who are taking care of these kids. So I told you that we were going to talk about some of the ills of the foster care system. We're going to continue with that. A lot of research has gone into this thing here, and the research is telling us that some of these children are even exposed to a life of crime, drugs, sexual abuse, physical abuse, all these unsavory things. Adopt a child, man. I know you can do it, So the children depend on us. They do. They depend on us to be their voice. Remember say, I know we ask them to come here, and we go find them which part God did have them, And I think that we have a moral responsibility to ensure that we do our part, even though they are not biologically ours. So here what happened. You remember me tell you about the golden heart? I saw the golden heart I will come in now, The children who are not biologically ours, and we can find it in our hearts to love and care for them. You have a golden heart, So, if you adopt a child, you give them a sense of belonging. You can support them. You can protect them from all the elements. You're going to provide them with shelter. And you're going to give them, most of all, a chance to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. And that the part I want to talk about, a decent home will provide the children with all the benefits that foster homes really are not sometimes not equipped to handle or to provide for these kids. So help them become successful adults. If you adopt a child, they will grow up in a home that you lovingly and unselfishly choose for them. Nurturing parents like you can give a child an opportunity to be great. And guess what? You are what they need. I know that the children can be absolutely great. Give them a chance, no man. So for the sake of the children crying out in the foster care system, for the sake of the children who are on the streets, I hope that I have helped to change the views of somebody like you who probably really did not think about this. Show your generosity and love. Please do your part. Adopt a child.